Snoke in a jar. Snoke in a jar.
Snoke in a jar.
Snoke in a jar.
Hey, welcome to Night Review. My name is Nathan.
Devin.
Lucas.
And this is a podcast where we talk about pretty much everything.
Superhero stuff, but sometimes everything else.
So in this episode, we're doing our thoughts on Rise of Skywalker,
Movie.
the movie.
But we have an episode where we summarize what happened in that
And
movie.
you probably watched it. And if you didn't,
Watch it.
Go.
no, don't. It's really bad. I'm kidding. Do go back and watch it.
So
It's
let's
pretty
just go down the line. How do you like it?
fun. I do.
Did you like it?
I thought a lot of it was dumb, but I didn't hate it as much as The Last Jedi.
I really enjoyed myself during it.
Yeah, I know. I was sitting next to you. You're
Um,
enjoying yourself a little bit too much for a public movie theater. No, I'm kidding. You did not actually fucking masturbate in the movie.
so,
Would you I have to say that?
give it? Do you have a rating to give it?
I heard a Star Wars channel that I watch. I think it was Star Wars Theory that said this.
Subscribe to them.
It was the best movie that we could have gotten with what Episode 8 gave us.
Oh wow!
And I agree with that description.
I
it could
really
have been
agree with
better.
that too.
It could have been better, but it did the best it possibly could
That's
with
true.
what Episode 8 gave it.
Now I disagree with
Episode
that.
8 kind of wrote it into
Of course you do, yeah.
a corner.
Yeah.
So my problem with what Nathan just said is that's the best they could have done. A lot of the dialogue felt really choppy. It was weird. Like they would say something, then there would be a pause.
No.
No,
I don't
No,
know
I-
if this is. I don't. Did you notice any of
No.
this? No.
Okay, but the dialogue wasn't good.
It was pretty good.
Like when Ray and Kylo were talking, that was good. Sometimes.
I will say that the actors did a good job.
Yeah.
Amazing
Yeah,
job.
they did a
No,
pretty good job.
I'm
They deserve all of the love.
all of love, especially Kylo Ren,
Cameron did a pretty
Adam Driver. You
Adam
can't even
Driver.
call him by his name. You have to,
Ben Solo.
Adam.
Hey, did you guys? You guys might have not have noticed it because you might
No,
not have
no.
stayed.
Save it.
I'll save it. Yeah, I'll save it.
So yeah, what are your thoughts on like the beginning part? Because you've said in the past that you've slept through it,
I don't know.
and I was right next to you while you were watching the movie, sleeping through it.
The first time I watched it, it was fine and it was good and it does its job. But like, it's not a rewatchable scene. But that doesn't mean it's
Not a
bad. That doesn't
rewatchable
mean it's
movie.
Bad. I mean, I've
was-
rewatched it 3 times. I mean, twice.
I was really angry watching it the second time, but I really enjoyed myself the first.
I don't know. I mean, not really. I agree. It's definitely not really a rewatchable movie, or at least I think the first half isn't. The end is really good. I really enjoy the end. Just like it's kind of how I feel about Endgame. I don't like watching the setup to Endgame, but like the end Thanos fights, like especially like when Portals plays and they come through the portals and then they fight Thanos. Oh my god, I could probably watch that scene like 20 times in a row and not be upset. Like
that's facts.
from from then to the rest of the movie, I could watch that 20 times through and be fine. Like the entirety of the the 3 hours of Endgame was just that scene, I would love it.
I just like rewatching movies in general, and
I'm not usually a big fan, so when I say that a part of a movie is rewatchable, I definitely really mean it because I don't like rewatching movies.
The most rewatchable part for me was my favorite part, which was actually in the beginning. One of my favorite scenes is when Kylo Ren talks to Palpatine, and that's just a really interesting scene. I don't like that Palpatine's even back or anything like that, but I really like just that scene. I think that's very well
I think
done.
him flying, like Kylo Ren flying to the place is pretty cool. Like the scene, like it looks cool, looks pretty.
the red.
I like
Mhm.
through the red shit. I like Kylo getting the Obamium on Mustafar. By the way, for those that didn't know, that is Mustafar. Like I'm not fucking. Like,
Yeah, no, that's cool as hell that we go back to Mustafar.
I would have liked to see the
Vader's castle. That would have been cool.
I would have liked to see the Obamium be in a Vader's castle.
Because that's where it was, right? Like in canon.
No, in canon it was in the spot where he got it from, which was not in Vader's castle. I believe it or not, Devin, episode 9 is very canon, and anything that contradicts with it is no longer canon because the movies take precedence.
At the end of the movie, Rey gets an orange lightsaber.
That's canon.
Yeah.
Because that happened in the movie.
Was it orange or was it yellow?
It was yellow, but I want it to be orange.
Well, orange lightsabers aren't a thing, unless if you want to talk about Master and Apprentice, where you can get a fake kyber crystal that is not as strong as a regular lightsaber. So like, if you want a fake lightsaber, sure. Yeah, you can have an orange one.
Audience.
I hope you get an orange lightsaber, Devin, because it means it's a fake one. It's
Audience.
useless compared to the regular lightsabers.
Audience, I want you to Google Yaddle.
Yaddle never canonically held a lightsaber, or at least an orange lightsaber.
Devin, why do you think that Yaddle had a orange lightsaber?
He thinks that Plo Koon had an orange lightsaber when he really had a yellow one or a green or blue one, depending.
So
on, like,
he's had
what
every
scene.
color lightsaber. Weird.
No,
Stop.
No, he's had every color lightsaber, including orange. No, he's not had an orange lightsaber. That is the point. The one lightsaber he really hasn't had, well, except for he hasn't had red, he hasn't had purple,
White, black.
he hasn't had white, he hasn't had black, he hasn't had orange.
Who's the... I want
He's
Kit
only
Fisto.
had 3.
Can we get a Kit
Can we
Fisto
get Kit
distant?
Fisto?
Kit Fisto. Bring him back.
Yeah, I like Kit Fisto.
He's like really cool.
The Conehead.
And
No. Kit Fisto.
and he's like he's like a scientist and he developed like lightsaber underwater.
What? Oh no! Oh yeah, he's the green guy. What about?
If you have not watched the Clone Wars animated series, it is not a baby show. Go watch it. It's very good. But I would recommend that you look up Clone Wars canonical order, or like
Well, you don't need that.
yeah, you do.
What about
do?
Coleman Trebor?
If you don't watch it in the order in which it was presented. Like, don't watch season 1, episode 1, all the way
Coleman
through season 6.
Coleman Trebor.
Like, there is a specific order that you're supposed to watch it in that goes in order of like how the things actually happen, because the show does not give you things in the order in which they actually like occurred.
But
They jump around a lot.
yeah, that's part of the it's like cool thing.
No, watch it in order. It's so much better. It's
Devin just
objectively better.
watches shows out of order in general.
I watch it arc by arc.
No, what the fuck are you saying? You're not speaking words. You're just saying dumb shit.
I watch it arc by arc, like the entire
What does that mean?
the entire
Explain that.
the entire Darth Maul arc.
Darth
Darth Maul.
Do you guys like Darth Maul? I like Darth Maul.
The entire Darth
We're
Maul,
getting too
the entire Darth Maul saga thing. I watched the entirety of that.
You can, but and you're going to watch all of the episodes. Just watch them in the order in which they happen. Fuck you. Anyway, we've gone so off track. Lucas, what were your...
What were your thoughts?
On Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
So like I said, I thought a lot of it was dumb. There were some things.
Like
There
what
were
was
things that
dumb?
were notably dumb.
Babu Frick.
Babu Frick
Babu
is one of
Frick.
them. I hate Babu Frick. If someone could make like a Babu Frick football, I think I might become a professional kicker.
Don't hold yourself to that.
Like
I'll quit and I will repeat and I'll become a professional kicker.
I thought like
Joke.
the Stop.
Stop being mingy.
I'm trying to talk. So I thought, whether it's in like canon or whatever, all this, but like like the scene where Kylo Ren and Rey are like playing tug of war with the ship, I thought that was kind of dumb.
What do you think would have been better? Just not doing it?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like literally anything would have been better than.
What if it was like
Don't you think it was necessary to like set up like Rey falling into like temptation and using the dark side?
when does she? When else does she use the dark side?
That was it.
Yeah, that would have been better if she used it
Unless
more.
unless if you count like her getting angry and like lashing out at Kylo as being like her using the dark side.
Now, okay,
She just doesn't use dark side powers except for that one time.
here's a Star Wars question: Force choke. Can you do that on like other Force users?
Yeah.
But they can like
In canon, yeah.
but they can like anti-force choke themselves.
It's all about like your strength and the force. Like there's some like explanation for like how using the force against other force users, but like if it's two super strong force users, like you're not just going to be able to like grab the neck and snap it.
Okay, well, not like snap it, but what I think would have been cool.
Like if you watch, if you
is
like
if,
Fallen Order, like Darth Vader, spoiler alert for Fallen Order. I mean, it's not really going to be a spoiler. It's
Have you already
it's
beat
just
it?
I have not, but I've watched the ending. Darth Vader, like when you fight Darth Vader at the very end, like he'll pull you, like he'll pick you up and he'll like force choke you. I think even Trilla, the second sister, does that at some points. It's like in canon we've seen, and like I'm pretty sure Fallen Order is canon.
So what I'd
It
like to
should
see is
Wait,
Rey
Kylo-
like force choke someone. That
Kylo
would
Ren
cool.
does that in The Force Awakens.
Who does he force choke?
Are you talking about like? Are you talking about
And like
them
to
force-
another force user.
Oh, never mind. I take that back. I thought you were saying just like
Force pull someone by
Yeah.
their throat.
yeah.
Because that's
what you
like
meant.
that's something that would be hard to do in a movie, like, and make it like cool. Because it's like that's like something that is fun, in, like a Dark Souls side like style like Jedi fighting game. Like you have two Force users fighting.
Oh, imagine a POV Star Wars movie.
No,
That would be dumb.
Why? POV movies are cool.
like
Hardcore Harvey.
Henry.
But what I think it'd
That
be
wouldn't work for a Star Wars.
I think it'd be
movie,
cool if Rey used more like dark side stuff.
if they did like a Star Wars movie, but there was like no cameras, it's just
Kevin.
That'd be like wicked cool.
like when she's talking, when all the Jedi are talking to her, and it's just a picture of stars the whole time.
Yeah.
It's just
I would change, like I saw a fan edit of it. It was like they took that scene and they put the faces of the Jedi, and like they timed it up to where it actually looked like they were saying the words that were. It's really
That's pretty
cool.
cool.
I would definitely recommend
wish,
that be like put in instead.
I kind of wish. I know they probably wouldn't be able to do this, but I kind of wish this happened that they were all standing behind her.
Yeah, that would have been
Yeah,
cool
that would-
too. But that
But
would
like
been,
Yeah.
that doesn't make sense because
yeah, it
Why?
does.
Why wouldn't that make
they
sense?
don't have Force ghosts.
Some
What?
of them do.
Some of them do, but some of them don't. Like
I think they wanted to avoid that because last time. Because here's the thing, they can't use. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if they can use the original Darth Vader. Or Alec.
Yeah.
Obviously, they can't use Alec Guinness because Alec Guinness is dead. And like, I don't know. I feel it's disrespectful a little bit. Like they got a lot of backlash when they like remade Tarkin. People were like, "Oh, you shouldn't do that. He's dead. Like that's so disrespectful." So I think they wanted to avoid that. And like if they replaced Alec Guinness with Ewan McGregor, even though our generation loves Ewan McGregor, they're going to piss people off. Like a large majority of the fan base is going to be pissed off.
Yeah.
So that's like, and we saw that whenever they re-released the original trilogy and they replaced the original actor who like played the Darth Vader Force Ghost with Hayden Christensen, people were pissed. It's going to be the same thing, and I think that's why they didn't do it.
so, Leia has a Force ghost. And
Sure, yeah, because she's
Well, I'm not. No,
Force
no, I'm
user
not
that
even
understands
arguing
how that
about that.
works.
I'm not gonna argue about that.
shouldn't be a Jedi
No,
she's
Le-
a girl,
she's-
says Devin.
It's fine. Okay, it's fine. I won't argue you with that. But when did Luke learn how to become a Force ghost?
Obi-Wan? Yoda?
Okay.
It's not. I mean, I imagine it's something that's not super hard to like learn, especially if like
I mean,
you have
if
a
you
long
look at
time to do it.
like the Clone Wars and stuff.
Obi-Wan was the first person to really perfect it, and
Mhm.
Yoda was able to do it not long after. So Luke has like 20 times the amount of time in between like that Yoda had to learn how to do it for himself to learn how to do it. So I think that it would be so super hard to believe that he didn't know how to do it given the amount of time he had to learn.
When Obi-Wan disappears, he disappears and his clothes stay. When Kylo and Leia disappear, their clothes stay. Leia maybe, we don't know. She was in their blanket. When Yoda disappears, his clothes go away. So what's the difference there?
He was wearing a blanket.
Okay.
We didn't see. I'm pretty sure he was
Okay,
wearing a blanket. I mean, you can look it up
why-
to fact check me.
Why did Leia disappear when Ben disappeared?
I think they were connected or something like that.
That's just like a stylistic thing. Almost.
Yeah, it'd just be it. Yeah.
Like I honestly think some directors wouldn't even have that scene. Like it's just a JJ thing.
Mystery box.
Mystery
Everything
box.
in a box. Open up. No, we don't open it up. We open it up at the end. You didn't expect it. Mystery box. In the box.
JJ.
Locked. In the box.
How did you feel about the clone trooper chick?
Stormtrooper chick?
Yeah.
Stormtrooper chick, you mean?
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't surprise me that people...
I don't know her name.
I mean, yeah, I don't know her name
He's
either.
sexist.
As the person who called her Stormtrooper chick.
Doesn't make me sexist. I know her name. I refuse to say it.
What's her name?
I just said I
refuse
refuse
to say it. I know her name too. I just refuse to say it. But see, I don't know. I think it makes sense because unlike the clones, the stormtroopers were kidnapped at birth. And I mean, I know they had the explanation of like the Force told them not to, like that was a bad thing. But like, I think it's just because like the average person, even if like you were kidnapped at birth, can still sometimes know right from wrong, and that's why some of them chose not to, and some of them like was like, okay, I'll do it.
I didn't like. Well, no, she's cool.
Do I like the Force explanation? No, not so much. But like, I think that it makes sense. For
Why
her.
not?
Because that's just dumb.
The Force is cool. It works in mysterious ways.
The first Force work. Trust me, I'm a strong proponent of the Force works in mysterious ways as a means of like, let's ignore this stupid thing about Star Wars. But like, I think that's just dumb because like it's not like talk. See, here's the thing. If the Force was meant to make sure that actually, now that I think about it, sure, yeah. How I view the Force works in mysterious ways is like if it ends up in like there being balance, as in like Rey being light and dark, being like a keen to like balance in the Force, then the Force will do anything to make sure that happens. Kind of like the Doctor Strange, like there's one way, and so like the Force made it to where Finn and her get together and they destroy the ship.
So it's like,
and if they didn't, yeah, it's like fate. If they didn't, then like none of the rest of the stuff would have happened, and the Force would never have been balanced. So yeah, I'm a strong proponent in that. I think that like explains a lot of like questionable things, and I don't think that's a bad thing.
I think something that would be cool, and this is just a Star Wars thing I think would be cool, is to have like Sith Force Ghosts, but not like a real Force Ghost. They can't do.
I disagree.
No, listen to me. I'm not done yet. It's more of just a like they don't have any like control of the world. They're basically just ghosts, but they're red, and they're more like slaves because like the thing is like you're slaves to your emotions, your anger, and shit
done?
like that.
That's the
and
thing.
I think it would be cool
Are you done?
to have like the Sith Lord who's alive at some point be able to like control these Sith Force Ghosts, and then you. I think that would be cool.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
That's the thing.
It is?
Yes, but it's not like in the way you think. If a Sith kills a bunch of people, they can attach themselves to an object, their spirit, and haunt it. Basically, that is the canon version of a Sith Force Ghost.
You could have just said that.
I was trying. I said, "Are you done?" That already exists like twice while you were a thing. Well,
we don't see that in
no.
the movies.
Well, that doesn't change the fact that it's canon.
Nah. The only canon is Phantom Menace, Clone Wars, The Revenge of the Sith, New Hope, Revenge of the Emperor, 6.
I feel like I don't remember some of these movies.
Hey Devin, what's the second film in the original trilogy called?
Last Jedi,
Is it the original trilogy?
Clone Wars.
Actually, go ahead. And I genuinely think you don't know what it's called.
The Empire Strikes Back.
How do you not know that?
I was like, what the fuck?
It took me so long. I'm so dumb.
What about the third one?
Rise of Skywalker.
The original trilogy.
original
Devin,
trilogy.
please. I'm so disappointed right now.
Revenge of the Sith.
No.
You're so
Close.
Close.
It's the opposite.
It actually used to be called Revenge of the
Yeah,
Sith before.
Well, it was called Revenge of the Jedi.
Revenge of the Jedi, yeah.
But then
Jedi
George
Strikes Back.
No. What's the opposite of Revenge of the Sith?
Happy of the Jedi.
Really close.
Close.
Revenge of the Jedi.
It's another R word.
Resurgence.
It's another R
Religious
word.
of the Jedi.
Resurgence.
How do you
Rebirth.
not know this?
Wait.
Return.
Did you say resurgence then return? Yeah. So it's return.
What's the first one called? The original trilogy.
I don't know.
I'm so dumb.
How do you guys feel about
Isn't that the one where the TIE fighter falls on Jakku?
Yes. Well, it's in the third book this happens. This is like right after the return the Revenge of the Sith. Return of the Jedi, where you guys keep talking. I'm gonna look for something.
At the end, when Rey goes, "I'm all the Jedi," after Palpatine goes, "I'm all the Sith," I don't know how I feel about Rey being all the Jedi. Like, I don't
Is she literally all the Jedi?
like. I
or
don't like that it's
What is that supposed to
the
entail?
good guys are Jedi and the bad guys are Sith. Even though every movie presents it like that, like it's not good and bad. It's a balance between Jedi and Sith. The good side of the light side
The
of the
good
Force.
and bad.
What do you think of the movie?
You've asked me this 3 times now.
And the audience needs to know 3 times. Say it 7 times. It's
What
in
did
the
you think of
permanent
the movie?
remedy. So, I enjoyed it. I can enjoy a movie and think it's bad. I don't think it's very good, but I enjoyed it.
I wouldn't say it's horrible,
But
but I wouldn't say it's great.
yeah. My favorite parts are just skipped on by people that also don't let you put your cup down places that you want to.
Skipped on. What the fuck did I skip?
One of my favorite parts is when Kylo meets the Emperor.
How'd you?
I didn't
How would he
skip it.
skip?
I didn't skip it. I just said it whilst talking about like another part.
You didn't give it focus.
I didn't give it focus.
Like you gave the other
Now
one.
he's changing his stories. I don't like this.
I'm the good guy, guys.
You're the good guy of your own story. So is the Joker. Thank goodness Devin is in the corner now. We're free. Anyway, so what would we change about the movie? What's one big thing that we would change? Hope you're not allowed to come back.
No Emperor.
The lightsaber at the
No,
end
Emperor,
should
what
be
do
orange.
you think they should have done? What should have
I
been made
think
bad?
it would have been cooler if maybe the Knights of Ren were like the main.
How could the
enemies.
Knights of Ren be like more
Well,
powerful than?
you can change them. Maybe there could be like the Council of Ren, like the Council of Ricks.
I don't know. I don't see reasonably
But,
how.
like, I don't like how they brought back the Emperor. And I know that like they didn't have a lot of options because of
You know.
Ryan Johnson, but
I think Hux should have been a bigger villain. He could have been a main villain. You don't have to have a Sith to be your main villain.
Yeah, you kind of do.
Why?
Because the Jedi and the Sith are both very powerful.
Okay.
And so if even
you don't need a powerful enemy to have a good story. Look at almost every single Mysterio encounter. It's ended in a punch.
Yeah, but Mysterio did have crazy powers. It just weren't natural powers.
Like, I'm just saying, what if we had a political villain? That would be cool.
Yeah, that definitely worked out for them in The Phantom Menace. Everyone loves that movie. The Nemoidians brought a huge challenge to our heroes.
Who?
The Trade Federation, the Nemoidians.
Who are the Memorians?
It's not at all what I
Memorial.
fucking said. I said the Nemoidians.
Who's the Nemoidians? Are they the bug people?
I sent a meme about it.
They're the bug people.
They're the people that are like, supposed to be like Asian stereotypes that are super offensive. You know what I'm talking about, right? Me kiss. Devin, what would you change?
One, the lightsaber color at the end.
You change it to orange? Of course
Yeah.
you fucking idiot.
Then the movie would be 10 out of 10. Another change you could do.
That's it?
That's it.
If they would have changed a color, it would have made it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
The Devon cut, like he makes his own cut of the movie, and he just color changes the lightsaber.
And it's bad color change. It's like MS Paint. It's just like colored on. You can still see the yellow under it.
And I don't like that she's like, I'm a Skywalker now. I feel like it'd be cooler if her like journey was finding herself and not being tied back to, her past or anything. Just finding it.
Yeah, that's something that I said we should change. I mean, you definitely copied me.
Did you say that?
I did say that. I said that she should have said, like, whenever she was like, "What's your name?" She should have said Rey Palpatine, and they should have had the lady be like the Emperor, and be like, kind of step back, and her be like, "No," and that'd be it. She's like,
No.
"I recognize that I'm a Palpatine, but like, I'm not his granddaughter."
What would be better though
I'm nothing like
is if she's like, hey, what's your name? Ray.
Shut the fuck
Last
up, Boomer.
name?
No.
No. You don't need to know
Just
that.
Ray, and then she puts sunglasses on.
And then
And she gets on a motorcycle
Yeah,
and
and
rides
then-
into the
And
sunset.
then she pressed the button. There's an explosion that goes off behind her, and she just drives away.
One thing I liked is that the series started in Tatooine and ended on Tatooine.
I mean, technically, the
Actually, it
series-
didn't start
Yeah,
on
it
Tatooine.
didn't start on
It started
Tatooine.
on a Trade Federation ship, but yeah,
No,
whatever.
the original series.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What?
the original trilogy started in space.
Yeah.
Space above Tatooine.
But no. Like, first planet we go to is Tatooine, and last planet we go to is Tatooine.
No, because the first film,
Have I not seen Star Wars?
the first film that they no, that's very clear. You forgot what the second movie in the original trilogy.
It's Return of the Jedi, okay? I know.
The second
No.
one, no, it's not.
No.
The second one is Empire Strikes Back.
What's the first one?
What's the first one, Devin? What's it
Huh?
called?
Phantom Menace.
No, the first one, the original trilogy.
A New Hope. Fuck you too.
I didn't say fuck you, so I don't know why you're saying fuck you too.
No, the both of you.
No, but I didn't say fuck you, so why are you saying fuck you too? That doesn't make any sense.
No, like the number.
No, but I didn't say fuck you.
So,
Fuck you too.
audience, I'd like you to know that I get bullied.
Yeah, you get bullied.
I'm currently being attacked.
Devin is mingy. We say no be minge, and he'd be like, bully.
Minge.
Any last thoughts?
Any last thoughts? Any last
What would you
words?
change?
Would I change? I would change the Palpatine thing.
What about the lightsaber color?
I would not change the lightsaber color.
I changed but you said it would have been better if it was
I mean, it
green.
didn't make sense. I didn't say. I didn't say it'd be.
Well-
I think. Well, actually, if it were to be anything, I think it should have been either green to resemble like because Luke matured and got a green lightsaber, or it should have been white to resemble that she's not a Jedi. She's like a mixture of like the light and dark, but like
Or
the
purple.
idea of like, oh, the Jedi are good guys, so if she's not a good Jedi, then she's not a good guy. I don't like that sentiment. I think the good guys are the gray Jedi, and the Jedi and the Sith are both villains. But like the public wouldn't have it that way, so I see why they couldn't do that. But other than that,
Not a damn thing.
there's not a lot that I would change. I mean, like
I would change the entire
I think it's
trajectory of the last 3 movies.
so you would do something completely different then.
Which you can find out on our next episode. Nightly repeat. It might or might not be out
we
yet.
can do another episode of Night We Repeat where we do
How do we change?
like what would be a perfect sequel trilogy for you, and like we can like work on what our 3
that
movies
is a
would
good
be.
idea.
That's something we got to prepare for though.
Yeah, that's gonna take me a while.
I was doing that during the when we were watching the movie.
Because I've got some ideas. I've got some ideas.
No,
No.
that's why I was moving.
I've got some ideas for it, and we can do that next time. But
Bye.
we'll see you.
Goodbye. Miss you. Bye.
Bye.